So these are some of the signs that you are not a chosen one. All right? And one of the major signs, the number one to start off with, is that you do not believe in any higher power. If you don't believe in God or just anything that's above you, the creator, the inventor, the innovator, if you don't believe that he exists, then you automatically is not the chosen one. Why do you think they call it the chosen one? Who chose you? Your mom chose you. She didn't choose you. Your dad didn't choose you. You know how many sperm cells there were before it got to that egg? One out of how many? See, you already that chosen one out of a million. But then when you were born, now we got billions of people. And you that one. In the Quran, it says that everybody was created differently to the point of the fingertips 1,400 years ago. And only recently, science has realized that everybody has a different fingerprint. And that's what sets you apart. That's why they use that in jail and prison. So they can tell who is who. Everybody's fingerprints are different. And imagine how many designs that is. You know, who the creator was that created this. Even zebras, for example. There ain't no animal or zebra has the same exact stripes. Or a cheetah. Everybody's created differently. Although they look kind of the same, they are not the same. We are not the same. And if you can't see that, you're not a chosen. So, since you don't believe in a higher power, you feel like you're in control of everything. You don't need nobody's help. You think you can do it all by yourself. But really, the whole time, you needed people's help. But ever since you was born, your mom and your dad had to take care of you. You especially needed your mom to feed you. You needed people's help. And when you're about to die, you're going to need people's help too. So you always got to have that. You should always respect each other, respect others, respect your parents, because they did a lot for you. And it's going to be your turn one day. So, number two, another sign that you are not a chosen one. You like to blame others for your own mistakes. Let's say you're at work. You dropped some avocados on the floor and you wasted some food. But then you want to blame the other person. You make some sauce that didn't turn out right. You don't want to admit it was you. You want to blame somebody else. There's a lot of people like that. Even though they're wrong, they just still want to be right, especially the bosses. I can't stand bosses or managers that know they did wrong, but they just want you to say they're right. Like what's learning from a mistake? That's how you learn. That's how you improve. It's okay to make a mistake. It's all about what you learn from it. If you don't learn from it, then that's the big mistake. If you learn from it, it was never a mistake. So you are not a chosen one if you like to blame others for your own mistakes knowingly. You feel me? You wouldn't like it if the police blamed you and arrested you for doing something you didn't do right. So don't ever do something that you wouldn't want others to do to you. That's a sign, big sign actually. That's a big sign that you're not a chosen one, because you like to drag others down with you. You got to be that chosen one. You got to be willing to go down for everybody instead of having everybody go down with you. That's what makes you the chosen one, that one person in the group. And you always want to be right. I can't stand these people, man. See, that's a sign that you are not a chosen one. Okay, number three. You say positive things to people insincerely. You act like you're nice, but it's all fake. Your intentions are wrong. When you do that a lot, you are not a chosen one. I'm going to start going a little faster because I don't want to make the video too long. I know, you know what I'm saying, y'all got attention deficiency. That means you're not a chosen one too. If you don't have the patience to listen to some truth and learn, you are not a chosen one. Number 4, you wake up with negative energy. Do y'all notice maybe your sister or your brother or somebody you know, they wake up and they already arguing? Don't you hate that? Now, if you wake up and you notice yourself in an angry position, like you just get up and that's how you start your day off, you brushing your teeth with anger, you eating your cereal with anger, you are not the chosen one. That's not something you want to do. If you notice some of the people that do that, leave a comment below. Tell me some of your stories of people that you might know that's like, damn, I woke up, man, this girl, she just wakes up screaming, stuff like that. Leave some, I would like to know some of your stories. Comment below, please. Number 5, you don't think for others. You're always complaining. So number 5, you don't think for others. You don't think for others. You don't try to understand why or what's the reason they are doing what they are doing at that very moment. You don't, like a homeless person, you might talk trash about him, but a chosen one, they'll be like, damn, I know he's been through that. You put yourself in other people's shoes. If you don't know how to do that, you are not a chosen one. You got to start thinking for others so other people would think for you. If being the chosen one, you can't be selfish. I'm saying. So number 6, you're always miserable and you want others to be miserable with you. You want to take them down with you. When you're not having a good day, you want to scream at everybody and give them that bad energy. You want to just pick on people. You also always talk about things negatively. You got nothing good to say. The food don't taste good enough. It's too much salt. It's not enough salt. It's too much sugar. It's not enough sugar. I don't like my hair today. I don't like your shirt today. I don't like this about you. That's too small. That's too big. You always got something to complain about. You always point it out. It might have been like, let's just say you had 8 hours of fun, but then you only want to tell about that 2 minutes of negative parts to your friends and your family. You don't even talk about the 8 hours of fun that you had on your trip. You only talk about that 1 minute that somebody annoyed you and you hit the rest of the story. So it made it seem like your whole trip was boring or your whole trip was bad, but it wasn't. That means you're not a chosen one. That means you're a complainer and you are ungrateful for the things that are happening in your life. So, number 7, you hate what you see in the mirror. It's almost like number 6, but number 7 is more like you're not proud of yourself. You are like, you're always talking trash about yourself. When you look in the mirror, you start to compare with other people. That mirror is not a good friend. Some people, they want to become a girl because they stare at the mirror too long. Without that mirror, they can't even put on the makeup to look like a girl, first of all. Or the girl, vice versa, the girl trying to look like a boy. That mirror, man, it's like something behind that mirror that's talking to you in your ears. So if y'all can't see that you're blessed by God for the way that you look, then you're not a chosen one. You got to be grateful for how you look. Why are you comparing to someone that's going to turn old and wrinkly? Are you going to compare them? When somebody that you're comparing to, oh, she looks hella pretty now. You know sometimes she thinks she's ugly too when she wakes up, or he. You be like, damn, that guy's all built, looking handsome. How come I look all ugly? But then there's times where he thinks he looks ugly. And then there's times where he's going to turn old, wrinkly skin, and he's going to be ugly too. Everybody's going to look ugly. It's just a time and point where you're looking in the mirror and you're judging. That's not the way to be. Because there's people that was fat like me that turned skinny. I used to look ugly, and then the girls started to love me. There's girls where they used to look ugly in high school, and then they look prettier in college. They changed. People can change. You got girls that were pretty in high school and then got uglier in the future. They turn into drug addicts. They turn into zombies. So don't compare yourself, man. God will bless you with the right person. You just got to be happy with yourself. Are you beautiful on the inside? But if you keep judging others, you're going to be ugly. No matter how pretty you are. If you're judging people the wrong way, if you have no respect for people, you are one ugly. But number eight, this is my lucky number. Number 8, the reason how to know you are not a chosen one. You don't see things in an optimistically way. You can't see things optimistically. You don't have faith. You don't have belief. You don't have patience. You don't believe in change. You don't believe people can change. That means you are not a chosen one. Because when you feel like that, you're already putting boundaries in your life. And if you don't believe that in yourself, then how can you believe others? How will you strengthen others? How can they improve if you're always looking at them in a negatively way? That don't make sense. So now that I've given you the 8 signs of how you're not a chosen one, I hope y'all can kind of fix yourself from some of these signs slowly. It doesn't have to be all of them at once, but if you notice you do some of these things, try to practice on them. Rewrite everything I said, or watch the video again and do it one by one. Say, hey man, you know what? I do that a lot. I do always talk negatively about stuff. I do wake up in the morning with an angry attitude. You better watch out for the music that you listen to and the TV shows that you watch or movies. Some things you might be surrounding yourself in the wrong environment. I can understand. But this is why you need God. This is why number 1 is about believing in God, because He's the one that can change your mind frame, your spirituality, your heart, which is the king of all organs. He's the only one that can change that in order for you to walk out that door and, change your own environment. You start changing yourself first. So chosen ones, non-chosen ones, I hope you learned something from what I've spoke about. I will be coming with more information, more ideas, and more knowledge and wisdom so we can help change our own community. You know what I'm saying? God bless everybody that has been subscribing to my channel. I've gained almost 2,000 subscribers within 1 month. So this is really pushing me to go further. So please like, share, comment, because that's going to help push my channel further. Thank y'all very much. I hope to see y'all improve. Peace.